Why, hello, folks. Denobi2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on another Midnight Run. Give it a second here. Let's give it a second here. Oh, man, what a busy ass week. Wouldn't you agree? I think it's been a huge, busy week for us spoiled toy collectors in the 1/6 scale community. Beautiful. Darth Asilius, you know the drill. Morning from Manchester, UK, 8 a.m. Denobi. My day one pre-order ban was temporarily broken yesterday. My sympathies go out to you for breaking the day one pre-order. May I ask what you day one pre-ordered? Thank you for checking in from UK. Texas coming in. I like this. Texas. Right on. Very, very cool. I do like it. Man. So quick fun fact here. I was planning on doing a midnight run either Tuesday or Wednesday simply to talk about the Marvel What If series, because I find that whole world of Marvel and the What If extremely fascinating. It's awesome. It's good stuff. So when news broke out of the zombie Spider-Man and the Luke Skywalker dropping off from the Mandalorian, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to step this up, because I knew earlier today here in the United States that we would have a few of my favorite popular YouTubers talking about it, and it's a Monday. Well, now it's a Tuesday. I always love listening to their opinions, and I like to gather what the community is feeling and so forth. Checking in. I like it. Good evening, Denobi. Hello from New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand? That's what I'd like to know. Luke Skywalker and the bashed up Dark Trooper. You went for the deluxe, didn't you? Hello, Ryan Smith. I love it. I love it. This is why I like it. I get to you folks. You're probably listening to some of the live streamers here in the United States, and I'm like, I want to reach out to the other side of the world and see what's going on. Carly from Ohio. Hello. 7 p.m. in New Zealand. That's cool. I like to see that. Hello from Kuwait. Oh, that's badass. I like that. What time is it in Kuwait? It would be Tuesday. It'd be Tuesday evening in Kuwait, right? Where's Baby Gugu? He's coming back. I see many people buying 2 of these Lukes, waiting for someone to tap out, and then some. So I was going to start off with the Marvel series What If, but clearly you kids out there are in love with the Mandalorian Luke Skywalker, because you got wooed, you got tickled, you got mesmerized. Luke touched you in that special place, didn't he? That's understandable. He's Luke Skywalker. This is a legendary character. This is a character that most of us grew up with as kids. So I could understand the enthusiasm of having a pre-order of Luke Skywalker dropping after the honeymoon and after the date, that wonderful date, being wooed and wowed. Then you start to realize, like, oh, was it a one-night stand, or is this a long-term relationship? That's what we're here to find out. Belgium, checking in. I love this. Ecto1701, stepping it up. Here we go. Tuesday in Kuwait, 10:02. Thank you for checking in. Thank you, JB Collection. JB, you are in Japan, Tokyo? I think so. Yes, Luke, this will be my first Luke. Aloha from Hawaii, 9:05 p.m. Loco Lou. Loco Lou, weren't you getting blasted on my boy geeking out the other day? Yeah. Ontario. Okay, sorry. I was confusing JB Collection with somebody else. You're in Ontario, California. Okay. At work watching you, bro. Very nice. Very nice. The one-night stand. It's James, this is what it is, right? Your one-night stand. It was a good evening, right? you went out on a date with this beautiful, fantastic DX, mind you, of a Luke Skywalker. Oh, you got wooed by those rolling eyes, didn't you, huh? Oh, that DX. That DX technology, having those eyes move up and down. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember that feeling, that DX feeling. But when you wake up the following morning, and then you realize, oh shit, I done messed up. Eric from Charlotte, North Carolina, you're awake to watch me, the Midnight Run. I feel honored. Matt, California, Riley, good morning from Sweden. Very cool, Sweden. I like this. Francisco, tell me you are New York, so that's East Coast. So it's 3 a.m. Is it really a DX? Well, yes, of course it's a DX, because we all know, right? If you've been listening to me, what does DX mean? DX is just an abbreviated term that Hot Toys uses, detail extra, based on historical pre-orders and arrivals. DX is attributed mostly to the roll and eye feature, and in most cases, a double head, tons of accessories, an interactive diorama of sort, meaning the diorama can flip back and forth. That, as a veteran Hot Toys collector, that is what I understand a DX is. But since 2020, clearly, my company Hot Toys, which I did forgive them, I did, they did earn my blessings with Cyborg, right? It was a beautiful, great distraction. They did get me to day one pre-order Cyborg. We all know that. But now they're stretching it thin with the DX, right? DX, because we need to understand what DX really, well, what it used to mean. Yeah, what it used to mean. DX. Is it really? Yes, the DX again. You are getting a diorama. You are getting a baby Grogu, a little bonus holographic ship. It feels empty, doesn't it? Right? Let's be honest. It feels kind of bland. You think we'll see an R2 release? Yes. Yes, as my good friend Aries would always say, I would say yes, we are definitely going to get an R2. There's just no friggin' way you're going to tease a legendary character like Luke Skywalker and these epic photo shots and not give us another astromech droid. It's an easy run of the printing mill. Francisco, aloha. Did we check in? 300 and... This is the thing that a lot of my favorite YouTubers tend to gloss over. Except there was one YouTuber that did show concern, so he's going to get points. Man of Hot Collectibles. He expressed concern about the $330 price, while everybody else, right? Everybody else in the community was just tickled pink. They were just in toy heaven. Understand, I love playing with toys. I love collecting 1/6 scale characters. I've said this again. You know, I love Star Wars. I just don't trust Star Wars. It's a tricky asteroid field to navigate, collect in Star Wars. But yes, and as it should. Did any of you see my video? Well, you probably wouldn't because I just uploaded it. I did it for fun. Let's take a look at a little video here, shall we? Where is it? Right here. Let's look at this video. I it's a I had a lot of fun because of all the live streams, of the amount of hours that a lot of us that I respect and I adore, and I love these guys. I really do. Nobody really focused on that $330 sideshow retail price. They really did not. I did. I don't get swooned by that. I have thoughts, right? It's when I look at the retail price of $330, I look at the sales tax, I look at the shipping, and Sideshow has actually done some renovations on their website. So you can actually get a real-time estimate of what it would cost if you to actually pre-order this, right? So you can look at it right there. You can see that this is a $360 figure. This is the deluxe. This is based, if it was to be shipped to Las Vegas, if I was to buy it, it's $360. That's what I see. I don't see $330. I see what's the full cost. Because to me, that $30 difference, when we're getting bombarded with close to 40 plus pre-orders of Star Wars alone, mind you, we're actually at 73, I think, total. Somebody did the count. We're at about 73 Hot Toys pre-orders. That's including Marvel, DC, and the what ifs, like Cyberpunk Keanu Reeves, those what ifs type characters. So we're about 72, 73 pre-orders. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff, right? And trying to plan this, these pre-order drops can get a little bit tricky. So before I go into the logistics, I really do like this Luke Skywalker. I honestly do. I poke at it. I make fun at it. I critique the price because no one else seems to pay attention to that, because it's a year away. It's more than a year away. Oh, Denobi too. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's next year. We got it. Yay! Woo! Right? Not me. I plan accordingly so that I don't get tapped out of this collecting frenzy, because we've talked about this. We've all talked about this on our live streams. We've never seen anything like this ever before. We've never seen this type of mass infusion of pre-order drops. So it's tricky. It really, really is. Thank you. So let's go to Sideshow here really quick. This is to me, this is a fantastic rendition of the deep fake Luke Skywalker that we saw at the end of season 2 of Mandalorian. I think they did a really great, fantastic job capturing the CGI likeness of Luke Skywalker as it was portrayed in that show. Okay. Everybody, this sculpt. Let's go ahead and put the sculpt on here, because this sculpt has turned into Jesus, right? It's like looking at Jesus on a piece of toast. It's everybody gets their own version and interpretation of what they actually see with this sculpt. I see a beautifully crafted, deep fake CGI version of Luke Skywalker that was portrayed in the show. And I think Hot Toys did a fantastic job at it. Is it Mark Hamill from the 1980s? No, not for me. I don't think this is Mark Hamill from the 1980s, but Hot Toys has always had a big challenge of capturing the likeness of Mark Hamill. They've never been able to crack this code sequence, but they were able to capture the CGI deepfake likeness of this Luke Skywalker. My theory is probably the 3D rendering CAD design was probably emailed to Hot Toys, and they were able to print out a 3D mock-up and then go from there. That would be my best guess. My best guess is that would be the most efficient way of getting by the expensive cost of probably hiring a talented artist sculptor and so forth, and the whole logistics with it. That would be my theory. They did a fantastic job on this. They really, really did. If it's not For me, it's not a must-have, right? This isn't a, wow, this is a day one pre-order for me. No, Cyborg was a day one pre-order. That to me I found more exciting because it was something that was a mythical, legendary character that I thought for a million years would never be made. And Hot Toys took a leap of faith, and they decided to make the Justice League Snyder Cut version of Cyborg. That to me earned my respect and day one pre-order. This, no, this is going to sit forever. For crying out loud, this thing is going to sit forever. The Sideshow website page on this was down for almost an hour. That tells me everybody was running there, clutching their wallets, day one pre-ordering this thing. This thing is going to sit around. This thing is, they're going to overproduce this thing. This thing is going, it's not going anywhere. Most other Lukes never sold out. What would make the Mandalorian Luke any different? The first version Luke didn't sell out right away. The deluxe version Luke didn't sell out right away. What makes this one? What? Because it was in the Mandalorian? Because it's a DX? It is still a Luke Skywalker figure. Plain and simple. Now, the $330 price, if you're going to slap on that DX, I felt it should have come with a little, it should have came with some more accessories. I say what they should have done. Like, look, if you're going to start breaking this $330 price, $360 with shipment tax, just do it at $500 and include an R2 unit. Just go all out on it. Just simply go all out on it. That would have probably been my best take on it. When you order from Alter Ego, what do you pay up front? I don't pay anything up front. Hot Toys, I mean, Alter Ego Comics doesn't collect a non-refundable deposit. They run my credit card, and then it always gets put back. But as long as you use your credit card, they don't collect anything until it's ready to ship. With Alter Ego, you get the free shipping and tax. With this particular Luke Skywalker Deluxe, I'm probably going to wait a little bit longer. I'm thinking it's going to sit. I'm thinking it's going to sit on the Sideshow website, and I'm thinking I'm going to score a deal. I'm thinking I'm going to score a huge deal on this when everybody starts flaking out on it. I really do. We're not in the storm yet. We haven't been hit by Captain Rex yet. We haven't been hit by Ahsoka Tano. The Clone Troopers have not started shipping from Sideshow Collectibles. The Corsican Guard. These guys have been released in Hong Kong, but they haven't impacted U.S. wallets yet. And that's really important. That's really important because that's really going to be like the first tide. And I'm going to share some of the logic. This is what. Let me pull up my Storm Tracker 3000. Let me share some of the madness and share with you how I think, because I do want this Luke Skywalker Deluxe figure. I'm going to get it, right? But judging from today's reactions and how everybody just jizzed over themselves over it and the amount of probably day one pre-orders this thing got, it's telling me as a veteran collector, oh, Smack Denobi, this thing isn't going anywhere. Everybody's day one pre-ordering it, and based on the reactions, I probably would anticipate probably cancels, right? And I'll explain to you why I would probably explain pre-order cancels at the time frame, right? I'm going to let you guys, the day one pre-orders, go out, because I always think of that one meme, right? You know that one meme? I'm going to let you guys go out and day one pre-order this while I stand in the sidelines and I'm going to watch. You know that meme from X-Men First Contact?
In chess, the pawns go first. Humans and their guns.
Pretty much. That's how I see this one. In chess, the pawns go first. I'm going to let the day one pre-orders go full front on this, and I'm gonna kind of stick in the sidelines on this one here. All right, let's go to my Storm Tracker 3000 here. All right. This is my little storm tracker. This chart here is kept up to date. This is a live sheet, meaning that when a pre-order starts to ship from the US, not from Hong Kong, I delete it, right? As of now, the armor is next in line for a US drop. And if you're wondering, if you see my little sticker, my little Denobi 2, that means that means it's pre-ordered and I'm gonna buy it. If you see the alert sticker to it as I scroll down, it means I'm on the fence and I haven't really decided on a commitment to it. So let's go down to the timeline. I'm gonna scroll all the way down because I just added Deluxe Luke Skywalker. I'm gonna scroll all the way down here. We have about 40 to 39 Star Wars pre-orders that have not shipped from the US. Rey started to ship, so I deleted her. So what I look at is this, hold on here. What I look at is this October 22nd timeline here, right there. I look at the October 2022, December, that little 3-month window there. There's a lot of Star Wars Deluxe drops happening around that time frame. We're not talking like $250 hot toys like the good old days. We're talking deluxe sets here. We're talking $400 to $500 sets, all within a 90-day time frame. And I said this from my Cyborg live stream, and I'm gonna reiterate it here. I don't think in 2022 we're gonna get any more delays from Hot Toys. I honestly, genuinely think that we're going to get these pre-order drops in the scheduled time. I'm almost positive. I'm thinking Sideshow took such a big hit with the amount of delays and the cancellations that if you pre-order this, right, there's no turning back. If you want to cancel your pre-order, you will lose your non-refundable deposit. And these aren't little $25 non-refundable deposits. These are $40, $50. If you bought that Boba Fett 2-pack at $500 and so forth, that's what you're going to be looking at. Let me jump in here on the Denobi's a legend. Well, not yet anyway. We're going to talk about the Hydra Stomper and then some, trust me. But I have to educate you. I look out for you. Look, I made this very simple and clear. I do this because I don't want this run to collapse. And I 100% feel that the Star Wars era that we're going with will collapse. I really, honestly, genuinely do, because, and I don't mean this as a disrespect when I say kids, right? I mean in the new generation of hot toy collectors. I don't think they understand the gravity of the situation when these things start to drop. All you've seen so far is the wonderful show, the crystal, the oohs and the ahs, and you know, that's how it starts, like Jeff Goldblum would say. And then there's yelling and screaming. Yes. So I like this. I love Star Wars. You guys know I have Star Wars here. Marvel will always be first to me in my heart. You know that. But I do enjoy Star Wars. I love the classic trilogy. I will do anything when it comes to the classic trilogy. If you've seen anything on my channel, I hiked the friggin' Forest Moon of Endor, sharing my thoughts and opinions on the classic trilogy in my little fan wish list. I really do. So I canceled. And then some, Mr. Mitch, and then some. Losing my mind. Let's see here. I'm about to imagine I'll be. What are you doing? Hold on now. You're about to sell out of your Marvel. Marvel's always been there for you, right? Marvel has always been the wife that's cooked and cleaned for you. That's always been there for you. So it's always giving you love. And this new hot chick, the Mandalorian Hot Toy Star Wars, comes around and you're ready to break up? No. That's breaking up the fan. No. Calm down, JB Collection. Calm down, all right? All right? We don't know how long Star Wars Mandalorian is going to be here, all right? Marvel's been there for a decade and then some. It's it's mature and it's getting there. Let's not jump to conclusions. All right, we can still have our cake and we can still eat it too. Yes, I was surprised to see Rex and Ahsoka Darth Maul doing the armored joints. All right, so looking at this schedule, this Luke Skywalker is going to drop around that beautiful deluxe chrome Mandalorian. We have, you guys all went gaga over the Boba Fett and his toilet seat throne. You guys went gaga over it. No, I'm just joking. I do love that Jabba's throne, though. I pick on Boba Fett because I'm annoyed of him, but I do love that Boba Fett set does come with Jabba's throne, and I love Jabba and I love the whole throne. I kid. But going off of the chart here, there's a lot of heavy hitters coming in October 22nd to December 22nd. And that's what I look at. I'm like, oh, well, the swoop bike, there's a lot of stuff coming in around that time. We have a swoop bike coming in. We have the Chrome. We now have a Luke. We have the Boba Fett Deluxe. So we have some heavy hitters coming in around that time frame. Also, do you know what else is coming around that time frame too? The Cyborg and a few other Marvel pieces. If any of you are collecting the Wanda Vision or the Falcon or the Soldier, they're coming in that time frame too. So that's a lot within a 90-day time frame. My chart only tracks incoming Star Wars missiles. I need to focus on a DC and I need to focus on a Marvel because I do pre-order some of that stuff through Alter Ego. And it's important because if I don't calibrate when these drops are going to come in, it puts me in trouble. Marvel Forever Mandos are rated. Well, we can all we all need to live together. I wouldn't. Marvel is forever. We can still have our cake and eat it too with the Star Wars Mandalorian, right? Long time. You're the big bro. Toys collect. I'm trying to. I really am trying to educate. I really am trying to show. Boba Fett throne is on waitlist. Yes, the Boba Fett throne went into waitlist, which is the exclusive collectors. What did you get with that collector's edition? Was it a hologram? Was it an arm bracelet? Was it what did you get with the deluxe? It wasn't anything fancy, was it? Right? What did you get with that deluxe set? Is it going to sell out completely? We don't know. Don't get clouded by that. Yes, it did go on a wait list, and there is a good chance that it could probably get sold out. Or, right? We haven't even hit the Book of Boba Fett yet. We don't know what else is coming out. We don't know what else is coming out from the Spider-Man movie. We're in the month of August here, right? We have the Spider-Man 3 movie coming out. We have the Book of Boba, right? Who says that Hot Toys is done announcing? They are like a runaway train right now. They are just dumping stuff left and right. If anything, that should be enough reason to, as a Hot Toys collector, to give pause and just tap on the brakes. Just don't go too fast. That's pretty much it. My Storm Tracker here has about, not counting the dupes between the regular editions and the deluxe, we have about 38 Star Wars pre-orders that are incoming. We still have the Quill and the Blurg, the Bad Batch, right? Who out there in YouTube land has been preaching about that we're going to get more of the Bad Batch? I do believe we're going to get more of the Bad Batch. All right? When is look at the Bad Batch's timeline. That's between July, and look at that timeline between July and September. It's a huge timeline. What if we get more Bad Batch characters dropping? Are you going to focus on building the Bad Batch, or are you going to focus on Luke? It's quite a lot. It's a lot to kind of focus on there. As we go on the timeline here, we still got the Ahsoka Tano, the Rosario Dawson, which I have on pre-order. I have the deluxe version. I have her on pre-order. I have one of the Bad Batch's Echo on pre-order. I have Bo-Katan on pre-order. I don't have the dual pack here with the regular Boba Fett. I don't have him. I got Moff Gideon. All these little one-offs. See, I'm more attracted towards the one-offs like Moff Gideon, the Assault Tank Commander, the Dark Trooper. Now the Dark Trooper is popular now. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed like, oh, well, if you're day one pre-ordering Luke, you're clearly going to have to need a Dark Trooper. Yeah, I guess you can have a broken version with the deluxe, but wouldn't you rather have a full-size Dark Trooper go up against toe-and-toe with your boy Luke Skywalker? Come on. Come on. You know you want a dark, come on. You know you want a Dark Trooper, all right? Don't skip out now. Don't do it. Don't. You're in all the way now. If you day one pre-ordered the Luke and you don't have a Dark Trooper, you're only fooling yourself. You're gonna need a Dark Trooper. I'm telling you that right now. Then we have my classic trilogy Luke Skywalker, which I'm looking forward to. The vinyl rotocast of Mandalorians and Blurgs. And these are the nasty ones though. The Mandalorian, the Blurg. These are like the 600 and change. Wow. And then we have the mustard artillery. We have the assorted flavors of Grogu. We have Lando Calrissian, and I like vehicles where Anakin and the Skywalker staff. I'm dying to get my hands on that. I think that's going to be cool. Transporter Trooper. The Shore Trooper. I can tell you now that I'm probably going to get this guy. He's not going to be on the sidelines. I want them all. Anything with the Rogue One or the Mandalorian, I think it's going to be really, really cool. The Tusken Raider, the Death Watch Mandalorian. He hasn't even dropped. Well, he got pushed. That's what it is. He got pushed to the end of the year. And then the Corsican Guards, right? Corsican Guards, which dropped in Hong Kong early. Did anybody else catch that? Did anybody else out there notice that the Corsican Guards and the 501st Battalion Clone Troopers dropped early in Hong Kong? A lot earlier than what their schedule time. This is where I'm getting the evidence. This is where I'm basing my theories. I'm like, come next year, we're not going to get any more delays. That was it. The delays of 2020, I think we're coming to an end. I think everything from this point on, it's going to be on time. And that's really, really important. That's going to being able to time these drops within this large time frame will be the difference of you enjoying and playing with your action figures like most of us, or I'm like, oh shit, I got 3 sideshow notifications, 2 of the deluxe, 1 regular, and it's a $1,500 drop, and I don't have the money or I don't have the space on the card. I'm tapped out. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. The deluxe sets are the ones that really concern me. When you're asking new Star Wars hot toy collectors, you're asking them that maybe jumped in last year, like, all right, guys, $500 here, $400 there. Then you realize that out of the 3 or 4 action figures, you've just dropped over $1,000. Yeah, it's a big eye opener. It really, really is. So it's just being able to plan accordingly. And the fact that these guys are coming out this early, yeah. Now Captain Rex isn't out early, but I would assume he is. I would assume he's going to come out in Hong Kong anytime soon. I would prefer he shows up around the end of the year. So that is my Storm Tracker 3000. Did you get Django? I do. I don't have Django on there. Do I not have Django Fett in my chart? Because did I miss one? I thought I had Django Fett on here. Oh, I don't. I do. I don't have Django Fett. How do I not have Django Fett? You're right. And nobody's can't. Holy smack. Django Fett is not in my Storm Tracker 3000. Shame on me. The Clone Collector, you get triple points because I've used this chart on multiple streams. How the hell did I miss out on I have Django Fett on pre-order. Why the hell then? Yeah, then we're looking at 40 plus Star Wars drops because you found one that hasn't been accounted for. So a blessing and a curse, Mr. Clone Collector. Yikes. Yeah, Django Fett, the clone. Yeah, I have him on pre-order and he's not in my chart. Oh boy. Let me look at the comments of Dark Troopers on my wish list. You know, he's going to be on your wish list for pre-orders like Overflow, like Scrooge McDuck. I like that. We're getting more of the back. Oh, yeah. We're getting so much more. And then we're getting the Loki announcements. Hot Toys is building a life raft with the pre-orders. I don't know what they're doing. They're building a life raft. They're building a pyramid. They're doing something. What the hell are they? I have no idea what they're doing. No idea. But yeah, they're definitely doing something. The Shroud of the Dark Side's coming over these rookie guys. They have been wooed by like Anakin. James, did you day one pre-order the Luke? Confess. Collectors are rushing out too fast. Yes, they are. I agree with you, Mr. Michigan Jedi. They are rushing out too fast. Did you see that show stopping there? 1/6 worth. I think I might too. I've said it with module cases. I love my module cases. The only negative thing I can say about the module cases is that they are expensive. They're trying to be like Boba Fett. Oh my God, overlapping pre-orders. I'm looking at some of the comments here. We're getting more. I got the double pack pre-order Boba Fett. Oh, Yoda, you're gonna get it. Sideshows is re-releasing the Return of the Jedi soon too. Yeah, stay away from Sideshow figures. You don't want any of that mess. You don't want any of the Sideshow schlock. Not when Hot Toys is dropping in good stuff like this. Yeah, absolutely. It makes me like that. No, I'm telling you right now. I don't know, man. The surplus of pre-orders are going to be things delays. I'm telling you, we're not. Look at the evidence, they are full steam ahead. Now, we are experiencing a variant. So, but I haven't seen any evidence of this new. I don't want to say the word because I feel like when I mention anything to do with the year 2020, the video tends to not get shared as much. If the new variant affects. If the new variant does start to affect production, I haven't seen evidence of that. The only evidence I have seen is that some of these pre-orders are coming in hot, they're coming in fast, and they're coming in before their scheduled allotted time. So until I see proof that the new variant that we're experiencing in parts of the world is affecting production, then I'll adjust my theories accordingly. But right now, I'm sticking to my guns. They're on track, and in some cases, we're going to get some of this stuff extra early, 100%. Lando's a sleeper figure. Let's go back here. I got 2 Death Watches on pre-order. All right. We're at too many pre-orders. There's way too many. Going to need a bigger house, and then some. I'm telling you, I'm already pushing the limits right now. I really am as far as collecting and displayability. I did not. Okay, good. Then my faith in you, James, has been restored, if you have not. Gotcha. Sideshow needs a European-based. Yeah, there's a lot of things we need to do. No Sideshow schlock. Not pre-ordered Django. Yeah, I'm still mad at myself that I don't have Django Fett in my chart. So I need to fix that. There's a logo, my motto. So, yeah. So that's my logic. That's my theory behind the Star Wars Luke Skywalker pre-order. Right? It's a great figure. There's nothing wrong with it. If you don't have a Luke Skywalker in your collection, I think this would be a fair addition to any new and upcoming Star Wars collector. If you already have a Luke Skywalker in your collection, I would say it's worth the wait. I don't think it's a day one pre-order, and I think it's worth just waiting for a better deal, a better discount of some sort. I just don't see this selling out when it drops. I just don't. I just do not see it. That was the main reason I did that little fun video, because I just thought it was interesting that nobody in YouTube land made the comparisons with Luke Skywalker and just the regular R2 from those photos. I thought, really, we're all gonna look the other way. We're all gonna pretend that the similarities aren't that. I mean, what? He has a black cloak, right? There's probably some minor details on there, but I mean, if I'm not trying to split hairs, but yeah, I mean, it is a completely different figure, right? It's different head sculpt with the new technologies of the eyes, but with the 40 plus pre-orders that are inbound, I would recommend a Star Wars collector to focus their pennies on a different character to expand their collection, if that makes any sense. If you don't have a Luke Skywalker in your collection, I think this is a fair addition to add in a Luke Skywalker. I think he'll do a good job of being Luke Skywalker in your collection. If you already have that deluxe Luke Skywalker, do you really need this? For what? Grogu? What? The black cloak? What? The deep fake head sculpt? Which, mind you, I think it looks really cool. They did a great job capturing that CGI deep fake look of Luke Skywalker from the show. But if you already have a Luke Skywalker, and we're not done yet, right? Remember, you looked at my Storm Tracker 3000. We're gonna get an Empire Strikes Back Luke Skywalker, right? With the snow outfit. So it's not like we're not gonna get another Luke Skywalker anytime soon. We don't have a Bespin Luke, but you know we're gonna get one. They're just dragging their feet on it. So this is your call as a Star Wars Hot Toys collector. I'm not going to run out and chase this. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till I get a good deal on him. And then this deep fake version of Luke will then enter my collection. Because I'm almost positive, I'm willing to put money down on it, that he's not going to sell out and he's going to sit around for quite a while. I just 100% do. You know, let's look it over here real quick. Show. I'm sorry, needed to add you. Look at this here. So you're telling me, right? You're telling me that if I just had a black cloak, I essentially would be creating a Mandalorian version of Luke, because that's pretty much it. I mean, there's Grogu. There's the dime a dozen Grogu that we're going to get. There's the R2 that was shown right in the photo. That's the Force Awakens R2. So if I had a black cloak, he would pass. And you can actually see already here, because we're going to jump into the what ifs. I was already trying to test out to see, like, how different is this new Vampire Hunter Spidey that they're asking $270? Could I create my own Spidey? I love to kitbash, you know? So I was already kind of testing out. I was doing some field research here to see if $270 for a Vampire Hunter Spidey was worth it. Spoiler alert, I don't think it is. I don't. Oh, sorry, get my camera here. Yeah, so add my little light here. I got my little light. Yeah, Grogu has articulated arms. Oh, Grogu has articulated arms and replaceable hands. Well, there you go. That's it. That's the icebreaker there. Grogu can now twiddle his fingers. So now we need the Grogu. Out of what? 3 or 4? I mean, now they're starting to multiply. I have them all over the place now. One came with a speeder, one came with a deluxe. They're just everywhere now. By spring of next year, there's going to be Grogus all over the place in this room. You'll find them in like Joker's Palace and my diorama. There's just going to be, I'll throw a Grogu inside like the Spider-Man chamber. I'll throw a Grogu. I'll have so many Grogus everywhere. It's not, it'll be like those little marshmallow guys from the trailer with little critters just running. It'll be so many Grogus. So again, I joke. I try to add the different perspective to the Luke Skywalker Deluxe. And I've said it, I'm going to get it, but I'm going to wait for a coupon. I'm going to clip some coupons. There's a lot of stuff that I want next year. So I'm going to wait for the good stuff to drop. Grogu is going to be. So that is my thought on Luke Skywalker, the deluxe version. And I think it's time that we jump into the what if, right? Let's go into the what ifs. That's my thoughts on Luke. $330 is a lot of money. $360 for Luke Skywalker that I kind of feel in the back of my head I have already, right? Right there, you can kind of see him. Like, I feel like I have Luke. So I like, don't really know. Do I? Do I really need another Luke? Do I? Come on. Do you really need a? Come on. Grogu's like, where's Wally? It'll be everywhere. The suits, there's more advanced suit Spider-Breaker. Yes. Let's jump into the what ifs, right? The suit is different with the advanced Spidey. It's bigger. The head sculpt is plastic. Yes. I also noticed that they're using the body from the PS4. So it's a more muscular build, grown-up version of Spider-Man with the what if. So there is significant changes with it. So that's why I was kind of doing my little field test. I'm like $270. You round it. I mean, it's a $300 Spider-Man figure, right? $300 Spider-Man figure. My God, $300. Right? $270 plus shipping and tax. It's $3 and change. That is the grown up. That's the PS4 body. It's more muscular. He's more defined. He doesn't have that Tom Holland body. The colors are more vibrant to reflect the animated universe of What If, and the cape has that toon effect to it. All right. I love cartoons. I love certain cartoons. Let me be clear on that. I'm excited about the what if. I tend to work a lot of hours in the day, and I don't watch a lot of TV. I'm very picky about the TV that I watch. I just am. Any free time I get, it's either with the family or I run up here and I game. I love gaming. I love doing competitive matches. But the what if is completely different. It's the first time since the Infinity War that this world, this alternate version of Marvel, has gotten me excited. Not kidding. It was a clutch your pearl moment with one character, and it was the Hydra Stomper. The Hydra Stomper that was teased by Hot Toys just blew my mind away. I saw this and I'm like, oh my God, this looks beautiful. Holy smack. When they teased that photo earlier in the day, I already pre-ordered the Hydra Stomper from Hasbro Pulse because I was so enamored with it. I'm like, this looks so freaking cool. And I don't focus too much on the Marvel Legends. I actually stopped collecting Marvel Legends. But for the Hydra Stomper, I pre-ordered it because I just thought it was just a unique, mesmerizing take on the Iron Suit. So I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the Marvel Legends cartoon version. I remember talking to my buddy Sean on it, which he's probably sleeping now. But I was telling him, I go, look, I really love the Hydra Stomper. Like I even told him the day before we got teased on that photo that I hope Hot Toys makes the Hydra Stomper. I think it's fascinating. I think it's fascinating that it's an alternate reality of an Iron Suit where Steve Rogers gets to operate. And in this world, Steve Rogers is not the super soldier that we grew up with, right? This is a weak version that's been injured by a war. I don't even think he can walk. I think he's just bound to a wheelchair. I believe that's the take that I remember. So the fact that we're getting an animated Steve Rogers operating the suit in the Hot Toys, and I hope it goes into pre-order. I hope it's not just a tease, because to me, the suit, the World War II era, the animated green tone to it just looks fantastic. I love the history of World War II. I'm extremely enamored with the propaganda that Walt Disney did during that time, where he had Donald Duck, where he had Goofy, and he had his best characters spewing out propaganda to go up. I don't want to say the words. I'll say Yahtzee, to go up against the Yahtzees, and the history and what it took, and for Americans and so forth. I love all of that. I eat all of that up. So it's that to me is just mind blowing. So the fact that we're getting a what if, I hope we are. I really hope we're getting this suit. I really, really do. I hope it goes into pre-order. I thought it would have been going into pre-order after Luke, but this to me would be a day one pre-order, and it could very well be that it's my love for Iron Man. I'm very keen on Iron Man suits. I love collecting Iron Man suits from Hot Toys. That's what got me into collecting 10 years ago. I love building my Hall of Armor. I love collecting the suits. I've always enjoyed. And this fresh take of a animated version of a Hydra Stomper, which was created by Tony Stark's dad. This suit was designed by Howard Stark for an injured Steve Rogers to go up against battle with Captain Carter. I just think is just cool as hell. It really is. And that being said, I think Captain Carter, right? She looks awesome. I kind of wish I could see her 360. I couldn't find any photos. I was more particular about her body. Like I wanted to see if they were going to make her feminine, more of a tighter spandex suit. What do you think in the price? You're referring to the Hydra Stomper. I am thinking it's going to be between $600 to $800. It's not going to be $1,000. No. The Ironmonger, when it was released in 2013 or 14, retail for $499. Igor from the House Party Protocol suits was under $400. So adjusting for inflation, it's probably going to be about $600, $700. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of detail. They're keeping that animated toon paint scheme to it. I love that. I'm eating that up. I just think it's fantastic. I even like that they're sticking true to the animated sculpt of Steve Rogers as he's portrayed. I think it's fantastic. I really do. I'm like, wow, they're really gonna keep the. I think there's a photo here someone sent me. The animated toon of Steve Rogers where he's frail and skinny. Remember, this is the Steve Rogers before the super serum. So he's a skinny little white dude. And I think that's great. I like that they were able to capture. Would I have wanted a Chris Evans head sculpt? No. Chris Evans looked like he was dying of cancer in this state. I would prefer the animated version. You remember they made him thin and skinny and frail, and he looked like he needed like a bone marrow transfusion? No, we all love the super hulky, beefy, Captain America, But no, this is the animated version, and this, to me, this works fine. This version, this toon version of Steve Rogers with his little flight suit getup and the fact he can fit in there. This looks like a toy. This looks like an high-end, awesome toy that I get to play with. That's weird, isn't it? Like I look at this and I'm like, man, I want to play with my kids with this. This is like freaking cool. Agent Carter, like I said, from this angle, looks cool. So I would love to get her. The only one that I'm not sold on is this Kitbashing little Spidey here. No. It's pretty. It's an attractive suit and everything, and the animated cartoon colors. I like that, but not for $300, and not when it's dropping at the heart of Star Wars Alley between the fall. Oh no! If you've listened to anything I've said, it is strategic planning between October 2022 and December, and I can't have this clown messing up my schedule. Ooh, no. No, sorry. I'll get you the bargain bin. I'll buy you off of eBay when someone has a buyer's remorse. He's going to be discounted. There's no friggin' way. I'm sure even some Hong Kong retailers will have him discounted. Like I said, it looks great. Nothing bad about it, but it is a Spider-Man figure with a Stephen Strange's cloak. I can wait. I won't lose any sleep over you, dude. I won't. But I'll go. I'll pre-order Carter here. I think she looks very pretty, and she's very similar to the Marvel Legends. If you look at her compared to the Marvel Legends, I mean, they're using that real true scan feeling. Which I'm not getting the Marvel Legends Captain Carter. I would prefer to get the 1/6 scale version of her. Because I think they're really doing a bang up job. This is the only one where I can kind of get her front and her back. So I'm looking at her, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm judging for her body. What I'm looking at is, are they going to make her feminine, right? Are they going to make her sexy? They're going to make her pretty and attractive. Are they just going to put her in a Captain America suit and baggy? Are they going to make her socially acceptable? Are they going to make her woke, right? SJW. I want a hot, attractive Agent Carter, right? So that's my biggest concern, right? You can judge me any way you want, but if you want my $250 for a 12-inch action figure, you got to make it worth my while. That's all I'm saying. Right? Make her hot. If you don't make her hot, she ends up in the bargain bin like Captain Marvel. If she turns out to be some crazy woke bitch or some SJW chick or whatever, sorry, Agent Carter, you're not going to hang out with my boys, Captain America, in my trophy shelf back here. Sorry, not doing it. But if you make her like a character like Princess Leia that you can look up to, that you respect, that the dialogue is written well, and I hope you don't, add anything current political into this show. If you keep it, if you keep it in the time frame of World War II and so forth, and you're going up against Hydra, then you know what? You've earned my pre-order. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple. Looks like the old school Toy Biz line. Yeah. But a high-end version of the Toy Biz line, Mr. Lokaloo. A high-end. It's the Disney Parks Spider-Man with a cape. Let's look at some comments here. The great and powerful Disney Parks Spider-Man with a cape. Yes. Yeah, you're right. You get points for that. You're absolutely right. That is a theme park version. That's a costume theme park version of Spider-Man cosplaying with Stephen Strange's suit. So you are right. No, it's the best Chris Evans like. It's the best Chris Evans likeness yet. Not even joking. I like it that it's not associated with Chris Evans. Give me what the animated character of Steve Rogers in this new show, the What If, looks like. That's what I want. That's what I want. Let's talk about the zombie Iron Man and the Cap. I'm not sold on that yet. I'm not sold on that. I would even look the other way. I'm building a adventurous fantasy line of collectible action figures behind me. I'm not building a horror show. I don't have Jason. I don't have Freddy. I don't have any zombies. Now, that being said, I did pre-order Pennywise the Dancing Clown. I don't know when he's going to show up, but I've never been a big horror fan. But I do like the prototype that I saw at San Diego Comic-Con of Pennywise the Dancing Clown, and I think Hot Toys can knock it out of the park whenever this character, because it's been like 2+ friggin' years. So I did pre-order the Zombie Nightmare version of Iron Man from Far From Home, and I will confess I'm having second doubts about keeping it. I pre-ordered it because I was wooed by it and I was fancied by it, but I am thinking about canceling the zombie Iron Man that was seen in that dream sequence. I'm not feeling it. I don't want to build thriller in my sets here. I don't want a zombie troop here. So that's just me. I know there's horror fans out there, but it's not for me. So what's the figures? I'm not digging consistencies. Let's talk about this. So what if figures are animated, but the Clone War figures are not? Not digging the inconsistency. I don't understand that. And Equan, I will agree with you on that. Why is it that they have faith and trust in the what if to make their true animated forms, but yet in the Star Wars Rebel or Clone Wars, they are terrified to make them animated? I mean, people keep telling me all the time that the Bad Batch is a good show. The Rebels is a good show. Clone Wars is a good show. I saw half of the first episode of the Bad Batch, and I fell asleep. I don't care for the Clone Wars. I've never seen an episode of the Rebels. I've never had any interest for the animated adventures in Star Wars. I've never cared. It's just never done it for me. I've never had any interest. So if these shows are so great, why wouldn't you just make an animated version of your best clone troopers? Or Sideshow does it. Does Hot Toys not have faith in the IP? Right? A lot of Star Wars collectors in the communities seem to overlook that, don't they? Right? They seem to kind of overlook that. I've always thought it was odd. You know, these shows are so great. These animated characters are so phenomenal. Why not make a Jango Fett animated? Why not make a Tamora Morrison animated figure? Why keep them realistic? It doesn't honor the show, right? As my boy Worf says all the time, there's no honor in not reflecting your true history. So it's a creative license taken on Hot Toys' part that the collectors community has just accepted. It's one of those things that just makes you go, I don't know. I don't understand that. You know, it's very odd, very, very odd. Let me go back up here. Fisons say, speaking the truth. I'm trying to. Paradox Nerd, I saw you jump in here. I got to give you some. So there's been a lot of heavy Mando being sold under retail. Same with Best Car Mando 1.0. Is there a bubble happening? You get points for that because I did see somebody on Reddit post that they're buying Best Car Mandos below retail, like $100 below retail. So the bubble could be showing a stress. It could be somewhat unstable. I don't think the bubble has popped yet, though. My prediction is still late fall, December is when I think you'll start to see people tapping out. Technically, I've already seen evidence on social media of Star Wars collectors already tapping out, making up bullshit excuses. And it was to do with the, what was it? The speeder bike. Oh, yes. Yes. I listen, I watch, and I read. I've seen evidence of people canceling their Star Wars speeder bike because I think one reason I remember seeing on Reddit was they didn't like it anymore, or something really generic reasons too. Like it's bullshit reasons, like, oh, the controllers and the speeder don't go up and down, like bullshit reasons like that. And you're just like, oh, that's evidence of tapping out. Yeah. But I did see it with the speeder bike. I didn't see it with anybody else yet. The speeder bike. I find the cancellation of the speeder bike really interesting, not because it's the Mandalorian speeder bike set, but because of its price point is what I noticed. It's a $455 set. Two people I saw cancel on it for some generic reasons, $455. We're not even at the good stuff yet. Speeder bike was the appetizer. We're not even at the Boba Fett little throne seat, and we're not at the Boba 2-pack. We're not at the Beskar shiny chromy thingy. Yeah, we're not even in the heart of it yet. So it's just interesting. It's just like, I notice things like that. I do. I love my speeder bike. I love the speeder bike. I think it's awesome. The animated stories are canon, and you got the Thriller. Yeah, of course you got the Thriller. You got the animated rights first. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they did get the animated rights first. Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe there is a licensing issue. You're right. Likeness does come with a price, and I didn't think about that. That's a really good reason. Very good reason. Yeah, very, very good reason. Zombie Deadpool lock and loaded. Get the hell out of there. Geeking out. What you doing? Need that Hydra Smasher. Check you out awake. What is this? What are you working? Geeking out. What, Nate? What you doing? Daddy chill. Need that Hydra Smasher reality. Love it. Love it. Look at you. Look at these boys out here awake, trying to do my midnight run. Look at Nate. Look at that. Nothing. Dude, I wanted to join. I was so busy at work today. And you had a kick-ass panel today, and I wanted to go in and shake things up, but I couldn't log out of work till like 7:30. It's been busy as hell. Nothing frustrating. It has nothing, like I said, it's not about that. It's just making them pretty, right? I Am Legend. It's just, I'm not, I don't have, my collection is what I love. I'm not building a political woke diorama. I mean, if anybody has seen my Joker's Palace, it's designed as it's a questionable bar. All right. It's a questionable bar. We'll just leave it like that. I'm not. So anyway, that's my zombie thing. No, this isn't allowed. Primo Mox, that's not allowed in my collection. I ain't got time for that nonsense. I'm here to play with toys. I'm here to imagine worlds of epic adventure and fantasy, and I don't have time for politics in my collection. Get that nonsense out of here. So let's go back down here. I mean, as far as a canon, I would love to get a Chadwick Boseman as a Star-Lord. I don't know if they're going to make one. I would love to get an animated version, right? And it's true. Don't give us the Black Panther head sculpt. Don't do it, Hot Toys. If you're gonna honor Chadwick Boseman, right? Because it was one of his last things. He provided the voice for Star-Lord in this line, and it was one of his last things he did while he was sick. I think it would be honorable, like my boy Worf Klingon, to do it and then donate proceeds to like a cancer research. God, that's melting my heart right now. That's gonna get me teared up because I saw some of what this guy did before. I can't even talk about it because it's gonna mess me up. Like I respect him so much, what he was able to do in life before moving on. But if Hot Toys did a Chadwick Boseman as a Star-Lord, I would hope that they would donate a certain, just small proceeds to one of his charities or something. I think that would be wonderful. I think the community would actually come out and step out. So, because it could be seen tacky to profit off of him. I mean, there's ways of doing this. You can still run a business. You can still sell us an action figure. You can still honor his memory, right? As long as you disclose that a certain proceeds will be donated to his charity. And most of us will be okay with that. I would like to think so, especially since he had a wife and kids. He had an estate. He had a family that he needs. Yeah, he probably left them, but still making merchandise based on of his likeness that can go towards his kids and his kids' kids. Yes, that would be 100% acceptable, I would think. So I'm gonna leave it like that because this man just did so much. Yes, that's right. You saw it too on. I just saw it here. I can't remember excuse I've seen somewhere. Yeah. Oh, that's right. There you go, geeking out. Point. That's right. That was one of the excuses. One of them was the oh, it's not articulated, and then the other one was the speeder bike, the Endor speeder bike. That's right. That's the other one. That's right, geeking out. Yeah, people like why do I need to get the Mandalorian speeder bike when the Endor one is coming? So yes, you're right. No, I'm done with Thanos. I don't need a battle damage Thanos, Riley. But yes, it was on Reddit. Yeah, that's just the whole deal. Animated canon. It's not a Hot Toys. Let me look at some of these comments here. Speeder bike was fine. The DX Terminator, my speeder bike. I'm working. I figured you're working. So there you go, Nate. There you go. You know what, Nate? It's only fair. I listen to you. I listen to Man of Hot Collectibles, Dante. I listen to Aries as I'm working. I always play you guys in the background. I study you guys. I need to know how you guys think and operate so then I can make my strategic moves, right? So there is a method to my madness, Dante, right? Because remember, right? Remember what this great philosopher said.
In chess, the pawns go first.
I love that. That's gonna be my favorite meme. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everybody's working too. Everybody's working. I love it. Popping in for Wednesday stream. Shoot me an invite. You know I'm off on Wednesdays. I'm all over the place on Wednesdays. But if you say something that'll trigger me, it could be anything of the week. I'll come in and bitch. That's how it works. It's a Corsican car like a planet. Gemini Toys. Oh, I was just listening to you. Calling you greetings from Japan. That's right. That's right. I was actually listening to you, Gemini Toys, about an hour ago. You were commenting on Luke, and you were commenting on how the Japanese collectors take very good care of their stuff in the secondary market. And that is so true. Japanese collectors treat Hot Toys like these things are made out of gold. Me, I play with my shit and that's all over the floor. I let my kids. That's part of the treaty with the boss I have. I cannot stop my kids from coming in here and playing with any of the stuff. If I'm ever caught scolding, if I'm ever caught like preventing any of the kids from touching any of the stuff, it creates trouble. Then I'm back at the negotiation tables. But my kids, as they grew up, they used to play with like all the stuff, and now they've evolved into like iPads and other stuff. So now they don't care. Now they just say, "Oh, it's Daddy's weird toy room." But anyway, I'm bouncing all over the place here. But yes, you're in. What time is it in Japan? Check in with me. Give me a check in from Tokyo. What time is it, Gemini? I need a check in. Paradox. What you got? There's a lot of endgame figures now. Yes. Yeah. One of the reasons I'm so frustrated with Hot Toys is the way that they've dismissed the endgame line, because we still have 6, 7 endgame characters that have not shipped out yet, going on two plus years. We have the endgame Loki, we have the endgame Cap, we have Smart Hulk, Fat Thor just showed up, Battle Damage 85, Battle Damage Thanos. I mean, there's just a lot. There's a lot, and I feel that we need to move on from the endgame line, and it's a big joke. It sucks. It's frustrating. These aren't $20 or $20 Black Series. Like, these are high end stuff, which is one of the reasons why I preach about the ridiculousness of day one pre-orders. We got to have fun. Absolutely, man. That's all. That's what it's always been about. How do you have that meme pulled up so quickly? The meme, I've built in that. How do you have that meme pulled? I have it pulled up so quickly because I feel it's the best way to explain my philosophy, where everybody today, I'm not kidding, man. These kids out there crashed the friggin' Sideshow's website for about an hour, hitting that day one pre-order, and everybody's panicking and doing this number, and I'm like, I'm working, I'm answering emails, answering phone calls, and I have my Storm Tracker 3000. I'm like, oh man, these kids are gonna screw up the Luke. I go, F pre-ordering this thing, this thing is going to sit for a while. I'm going to have to bargain bin this thing off of eBay. There'll be a buyer's remorse. So I look at that stuff because the Luke Skywalker day one pre-order and everybody running out to pre-order this $360, right? Don't sugarcoat it. I don't want to see any of you kids out there sugarcoat. Oh, it's only 330. Bull. All right. It's 360. Knock that crap off. All right. Budget yourself. This is a $360 figure. It's only 330. It's only 330. Come on. I think it's worth it. It's only 330. Bull. 360. That's close to $400. We all learned how to round things off in middle school. It's close to $400, right? $400. So when I saw that, and I saw my boy Aries, oh boy, he was spilling coffee everywhere. Oh my goodness, so much coffee was spilled. It was ridiculous. I've never seen so much friggin' coffee spilled over at 1-6 Cantina. I was losing it. I was like, as he's spilling coffee, I was over here swinging my pearls. I'm like, what are you doing, Aries? I was like, oh, I love it. Oh, it's the best thing. I love it. I love it. And he's just there fucking licking his. I'm like, God, I go, you're gonna tip the balance, Pete. I don't know if he's gonna watch the stream or not. But it's a lot. It's a lot. And you just gotta, with the amount of day one deluxe pre-orders on Luke, plain and simple, man, plain and simple.
In chess, the pawns go first.
I'll let you guys out there take that hit first, and I'll stand back, and I'll clip coupons so that I can get that Luke. Out here in a hot and humid summer. Did you check? Oh, 5:15. There you go. I need a time. 5:15 in Tokyo. Oh, I need to go out there. I need to go back to Japan. I need to go back out to Tokyo. I love Tokyo. Love it, love it, love it, love Tokyo. I've had so much fun there. But the Japanese people don't like us Americans right now, and I don't blame them. We're kind of untrustworthy and kind of dirty. And not a lot of us here believe in science. So I don't blame the Japanese people for keeping us out of the Olympics. I really don't. If it means for me to write a letter to the Japanese embassy ambassador, like, hey, I'm Denobi too. I've always been nice to you guys out there. I've always loved your country. I've always had a blast partying in Tokyo. Can I please come back and buy expensive toys? Please, Mr. Japanese ambassador, because I'll do it. I'll do it. Whether to get the Smart Hulk to battle, when the Hydra Stomper comes out, I'm going to sit here on the floor with the kids. She's going to come in and is like, what the F are you doing, Denobi? I go pick up the kids, from school. I go, babe, can't you see I'm in the middle of a battle between the Ironmonger and the Hydra Stomper? And she'll like kick me in the back or something, roll me down the stairs, and then I'll have to go pick up the kids at the bus stop or some shit. I'm convinced to get the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, all the zombies. Dude, Local, like I said, if you love the zombies, great. I'm not building a morgue in my world here. I don't have time for I'm not chasing any of the Venoms or anything like that. So not doing it. Out here in Nagoya, hot and humid summer. Very cool. If I get to go back to Japan, I'm gonna have to look you up. That way you can show me like all the little secret hideouts. Yes, Cyborg was an essential figure for me, but I still haven't pre-ordered it. There are too many upcoming. I'm unsure. Hey, that's okay. You're allowed to do that, Nikolai the Great and Powerful. You have to strategize. I day one pre-ordered Cyborg to show my vote to Sideshow and to Hot Toys to show that there are genuine collectors out there who do and want to support the Justice League Snyder Cut. I would love to get more of the Snyder Cut. So that was one of the reasons I pre-ordered the Cyborg. But I strategized, though. Like I said, I know when he's coming out, and I know what else is coming in around that timeline. Paradox. I mean, for $330 or $280 for non-deluxe, that's a lot of money. It is. It plain and simple, it is. I joked about it. That's why I made that little 1-minute short video on it, which I don't know if any of you have seen it. It's a little short video. I just had fun making it because that was one of the things that I did not hear anybody talk about in the streams today. Nate, did you talk about it? I didn't. I watched most of Nate's stream, even though his was going between Pete. I had to flip back and forth. Geeking Out and 1/6 Cantina had 2 streams going on, and I got bombarded with like 60 freaking emails from work. So every 15 minutes, I had to switch back and forth because I have the back computer I have a back computer right here. It's different. And I always have a stream playing while I'm answering customer complaints. But I didn't hear anybody stress about the money except Dante from Manahawk Collectibles when he joined Pete's stream. He was the only one. I'm going to give him maybe 10 points. He's not going to get the full 50 points because he mentioned it, and Aries quickly like changed the subject and talked about how pretty Luke's eyes were, some nonsense. So he didn't even get to go on his rant on it. So it's a lot. It is. It doesn't. It is the bare bones minimum for a DX line. It absolutely is. Didn't we get 2 figures for the price of the good old days, Yoda? Those are the good. Those were. It was a different time back then. You know, it was a different era. You know, plastics were cheap. Oil was cheap. The country was coming out of a recession. It was a different time back then. It really was. Really, really was. Here's the fun fact. The Boseman Luke didn't sell out very fast either. When I started collecting in 2012, he had already been released, but Budget Stark, you guys from the old school remember Budget Stark. I remember around 2014 or 2015, he posted something on Facebook. He says, hey guys, Secret Base has X amount of Boseman Lukes for sale. PM me for something. And the Boseman Lukes this is like a few years after its release, you know, that set only retail for $250. So that's one of the things that I know that the new generation of collectors don't understand. Like, why don't we have a Boseman Luke? Well, there's some history behind the first Luke. It didn't sell right away. People tend to forget that, right? It sold out of a Sideshow by 2015 or 2014, but Secret Base, and I want to say the Sapien store, they still had this a couple years after its release. So that's why I always say I love Star Wars, but I don't trust it. Don't trust it. Marvel figure is not going to have the Anakin effect. I don't care about that figure during Infinity War Madness. God, I hope not. I really. Man, I hope not. It's not show. They know people won't care, especially for those casuals and one-offs. It could happen. Like I said, Gabe, it could. Marvel figures don't have to. Marvel is just in a bad spot right now, and a lot of it has to do with, like I said, with the events of 2020. Just a lot of bad things. Just what happened. Head sculpt. Which one are you talking about, Emilio? Head sculpt. Head sculpt. Which one? Oh, head sculpt. Here we go. The head sculpt looks horrible, to be honest with you. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Luke? Which one are you referring to? Greetings. Oh, the UK 16 Cave. Hello, hello. Hello, Brad, for joining in. 119, very nice. 119, let me go down here. Geeking out. I have the battle damage Thanos paid off. I'm not doing that crap with Thanos. I'm done. I got the Infinity War. I'm not doing the whole assorted lines of Thanos. It's too late for me for that, for the battle damage. Like, that ship has sailed for me. I'm aggressively being attacked by multiple. I got DC here. I got Star Wars. I thought about it. The battle damage Thanos was always on the fence for me, dependent on the releases and so forth. I've had to write off the Thanos. There's just no friggin' way. Not with the Spider-Mans coming in every week. There's like a new flavored friggin' version of Spider-Man. It's ridiculous. So it's just tough choices have to be made. Yes, I'll have to LOL. We'll be all right. We'll have some green tea without spilling it. That's right. Absolutely. This bubble's about to burst with all these prices. A lot of people will tap out once these figures start coming out. Yes. They haven't experienced the full power of this fully operational battle station of what Hot Toys can do to your wallet, can do to your emotional state. It can destroy you. I've lost contact with 3 or 4 friends when I was on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I remember when I was on Facebook in the early years, I remember new collectors coming in, and then after 2 or 3 years, they're like, yeah, Denobi, I'm done. They're just tapped out. They just couldn't do it. They could not do it. I remember I lost a lot of contact with a lot of Facebook friends after Civil War. It was like around 2017. When the Civil War characters were coming in hot and fast, and like the Mark 47 and the Mark 46, a lot of them just started like they couldn't do it. It was a lot. So it will happen. We'll see who the true believers and the true committers are for the Hot Toy Star Wars. I do this. I try to share my knowledge because I don't want this bubble to bust yet until I get what I want. And if you listened to my Forest Moon of Endor walk, I want the Return of the Jedi characters. I want more of the classic trilogy. I will support the classic trilogy, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So I feel like I have to hopscotch through all this Star Wars IP factions, and I have to like jump hurdles over Clone Wars and Rebels and all these little animated adventures and Mandalorian. And I love the Mandalorian, but even the Mandalorian's starting like, look, I'm getting sick. I ate too much. Oh, come on, Denobi, come back to the buffet. Let's eat some more Mandalorian. I'm like, I'm telling you, I can't do any more. I'm full. I'm telling you. All right. I'll do a little bit more. Here's my plate. That's how it's starting to feel. That's how the Mandalorian is starting to feel to me. It's just too much. But yeah, it's gonna happen. I like Benjamin. I really do. But Benjamin is he works the morning shift, and my shift is pushed into the evenings, and I'm not kidding. Like, I'll be talking to him via text like at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I'll shoot him a text at 8 o'clock, and then I'll get a response from him like at 5 o'clock in the morning when he wakes up because he just goes to bed early. His hours are shift. My hours are shift. I used to be off on the weekends with him. I'm not off on the weekends anymore. So I would love to, really would. Benjamin is good. He's doing really good. He's collecting statues, though. Benjamin is getting buried in statues, like bad. The Japanese like Asian people. What is it? Wait a minute now. Come on now. What is this? The Japanese like the that is your fair opinion, Mr. Calvin. I'm not here building a mooring. I'm always keep it. Oh Jesus, I'm rolling here. I'm trying. You are. I can't get back to sleep here. 422 decline. It's a warning from Gambling Canada. You know your limits. Yep. Inflation is happening in a matter of months with Hot Toys. Have you seen the black? No, I've not seen the black box rocket. You have to look at that. Really? I have to look at that. As I said, did you get your thoughts on Mysterio's figure? I have him on pre-order. I have to get the Mysterio. There's no way I'm going to pass up on the Mysterio figure. There's just no way. Not on the eve and the cusp of building the Sinister Six with Doc Ock and Vulture. So that's mandatory. There's just no freaking way. I have the multiverse right behind me, so yeah, he's coming. I got mine from Big Bad Store. No, I don't think the Hydra Stomper will be diecast. I'm thinking it'll be in the same vein as the Ironmonger and Igor from the House Party Protocol. It doesn't have to be diecast. It could be a well-constructed plastic. I mean, it has that animated toon look. It would not be devastating for me if it's not diecast. It may have minor steel diecast components for stability, but I don't think it'll be diecast. It wouldn't be a deal breaker for me. It's still coming home. Next research requires Spider-Man. You got that right. A new flavor of Spider-Man. There's always a new flavor of Spider-Man. I've had a full holiday paid up for Japan. It had to be canceled for obvious reasons. Then I'm heading back to the Toy Sapien. That's the name of the store there. I like that store. It's a cool store. I like the little Japanese Toy Sapien store there. It's pretty cool. Yes. Yep. I'm pretty committed to a lot of the Mandalorian figure releases. Yeah, me too. Are you getting the Jazz? No. But are you getting the Jazz Inc. Vulture? If you are, hit me up. I would love to review it, a fair, honest review on my channel. So if anybody out there has a Vulture from Jazz Inc. that they're willing to let me borrow, I'll pay for shipping. I would love to do a fair and honest review on it. So, have I covered everything? I think I've covered everything, haven't I? I think I have. Typically, I try to keep these. I think I have. Did I cover? I think I covered everything. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're done. I think I should let you kids go to bed now. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's about right.
In chess, the pawns go first.
Humans and their guns.